Alright, are you ready for your first scale pattern? We're going to start with a scale very common in many styles of music. It's called the minor pentatonic scale. It's usually the first scale that guitarists learn when they get into learning scale vocabulary. So I'm going to start with that pattern as well. And we're going to explore playing that scale up and down the fretboard in different keys and then using it in music. But before we can do that, we have to start with the patterns and learn those. So that's what the pseudochromatic exercise and the right hand picking exercises have been preparing you for. Because what we're essentially going to do is play patterns across the strings based on fingering. In the early stages, you don't really need to know the actual names of the notes yet. And we'll get to that down the road. What you want to do right now is just see these patterns visually and then get them down under your fingers. So the way we're going to do that is with the neck diagrams and using the fingering to kind of develop a relationship with the pattern so that when you look at the fretboard, you can see the pattern right there under your fingers. Let me play this first pattern for you. And I'm going to start with my first finger on the 6th string at the 3rd fret on the note G. And that's the key this scale is in, the key of G. So you're going to play that note, and then the next note is the 4th finger at the 6th fret. This pattern is going to be all in 3rd position. So any note I play with the 1st finger will be at the 3rd fret, and with the 4th finger will be at the 6th fret, 3rd finger will be at the 5th fret, the whole way across. The 2nd finger will not be used in this pattern. So let me start again, 1 and 4. Now on the 5th string, we're going to play 1 and 3. On the 4th string, 1 and 3. On the 3rd string, 1 and 3. 2nd string will be 1 and 4. 1st string will be 1 and 4. So that's the pattern ascending. For my right hand, just using all downstrokes. Okay, now we're going to descend the scale. So I'm going to play it essentially in reverse. So I'm going to start with my 4th finger, right where we ended up on the 1st string of the 6th fret. 2nd string, 4, 1. 3rd string will be 3, 1. 4th string will be 3, 1. 5th string is 3, 1. And the 6th string will be 4, 1. So this pattern represents all the notes of the G minor pentatonic scale that occur in this area of the fretboard. There's 5 notes in a G minor pentatonic scale. The notes are G, B flat, C, D, and F. But you're not going to really be looking at the pattern in that way right away. You're not so much going to be looking at the names of those notes as just where they occur on what string and a what fret and a what finger. And that's a good way to start off, just to be able to play the pattern and see it. But eventually, when you learn the names of all the notes, that helps you function at a higher level when you play music. So we'll deal with that at a later time. Let me play this scale pattern for you all the way ascending and descending. So there's the G minor pentatonic scale. We're going to call that pattern number 1. And there are 4 other patterns that we're going to learn. But take time with this one and just get comfortable with this concept of playing scales on the guitar. And the more times you play it, of course, the quicker it'll come together. Both hands will get synchronized and coordinated, and you'll get the sound of the scale in your head, and visually you'll be able to kind of see it on the fretboard, and you're well on your way to developing a very strong, solid scale vocabulary on the guitar.